we are at Order 66, the #1 place for all of your Star Wars needs. Are you guys ready? Here I am at Order 66, and I'm actually with the owner here, Josh. Nice to meet you, Josh. What in the world, man? This place is stinking awesome. I'm like surrounded by vintage Star Wars. There's like modern stuff. There's everything in between. What do you guys got going here?
If it's Star Wars, we have it. The whole thing with this store, this is just something I grew up loving. My father and I started this business a while back. I worked for Walmart for a long time. I was getting sick, a lot of stress on my body working those hours, and just wanted to do something fun.
And this is fun, right? I mean,
it's awesome.
I'm looking over here right now. Look at this right here. This is a AT-AT. What year is this?
Was it 80, 81?
This is
82?
the 81. I have vivid memories of this at a flea market when I was a kid. They wanted $8 for it, and I only had like $5, and the guy wouldn't come down on it. And I always think about this AT-AT and like how I could have had it if I only had $3 more. What is this gonna run me down?
Considering this one is totally complete, it's a little worn with the colors and stuff. It's been played with outside. It is complete with the cheek guns, and the chin guns are the most important part. These things are $20, $25 a piece online for the original replacements, and good luck finding ones that are not reproductions.
Right.
The short answer though is about $150.
Gosh. I should have really worked hard to get that extra $3 when I was a kid, man. So, how did you guys get to the point where like you just want to do like Star Wars stuff? I mean, you could have gone any direction.
I had a significant Star Wars collection growing up. My father and I did this, collected Star Wars stuff together for a long time.
Right.
Funny way that it kind of morphed into what it is now. We used to own a company called Epic Toys.
Okay.
We had a really small building on the other side of McKinney Square, and it had my collection of all kinds of stuff besides my Star Wars stuff, because I was like, no, that's mine.
Yeah.
And then it had his stuff from the 60s, 70s, 80s, all that. Guy came in one day, can't give his name, but if you watch any TV in this area, he's one of those lawyers with the really catchy jingle.
Okay. Yeah.
And came in one day and just said, I want that, nah. I'm like, oh, well, which pieces? Some of those are like $10,000, $15,000. He goes, that wall. And I'm like, oh, so everything. He's like, no, not everything. I hate Star Wars. And I was like, fair enough. Like, if you're serious, I'll start boxing this stuff up. He gave me his credit card, Black Amex. He's like, go to Walmart and get some nice totes. I'm going to get a steak. He's like, just ring it up. I'll sign the receipt when I get back. I'm like, cool. Very large sum. But it left us, we had no back stock, no nothing, because we were only open for about a year at that time, and the guy wanted everything.
Wow.
So if you can get a shot of this TV right here, that's like a 42-inch TV.
Right.
Our Star Wars selection was smaller than that TV.
Oh gosh. So it was just like not much at all.
Not much. But it just so happened the way that these stores work is you gotta go out and hunt stuff and just put the feelers out and go on Craigslist and eBay and whatever. Garage sales.
Oh yeah, I found these guys. I've got a you've got a Boba Fett in here, the 12-inch stuff. I found him when I was out in California, and a Han Solo, and I need the Yavin medal to go around his
Good
neck.
luck.
Yeah, that's hard. That's hard to hear because
You
I know
can get
it's
them.
true.
You can get them, but you have to
can.
buy the Han with it.
I know, and that's like after. But you don't know this stuff until you get into it,
Right.
and then you start learning everything about it. And you're like, come on, man! I just need this one more little piece.
We started buying collections, and it just so happened that the next 2 collections we bought after we sold out of everything was all Star Wars. And like literally the first one we bought after the big sale was a 10 by 20 storage unit, a 10 by 10 storage unit, and a 10 by 5 storage unit. And they were just floor to ceiling, like boxes were almost getting ruined because there was so much weight on them.
It's crazy.
So all of a sudden we had an all Star Wars toy store. We were coming into the holidays, and we were like, okay, well, let's give this a try as like a little specialty thing. About a year after that, Disney reached out to us and said, hey, well, maybe 2 years. They're like, hey, we're buying Lucasfilm, and we want you to be in charge of all the collectible Star Wars toys.
Wow.
So
you guys have a deal with Disney, Lucasfilm.
we're part of what's called the Star Wars Network, which
Okay.
is 6 businesses. Let me get this real quick. 6 businesses, Hasbro, Lucasfilm, Lego, big companies. And then they reached out to us, and they're like, okay, we really love what you guys do. Because we had to get all kinds of approval to be a all Star Wars toy store.
Right.
You don't want to mess with the mouse.
No.
Trust me. And we'll get
Words
into
to live
that.
by. Don't mess with the mouse.
They offered us the position on the Star Wars Network.
Cool.
And that kind of just sent us into the upper atmosphere of this kind of stuff. My father wants me to show you this.
This is what I saw. This is what I saw reading my comic.
So that was kind of our standard ad for about a year. This is the very first Beckett price guide, and Beckett could not get the rights to use the name Star Wars on their price guide unless it was us that was writing the price guide. So if you go,
Wow. So you guys priced everything in the Star Wars Beckett.
we did. It didn't necessarily get into the magazine.
Right.
A lot of it was done kind of lazily, but I mean, this says by Jeffrey Razzo. He wrote about a paragraph, and then the rest of the team wrote like a 20-page article.
Right. And you're the dad here, correct?
I'm the dad, yes sir.
Can you tell us your name
I'm
again?
Jeff.
Jeff, that's right. Jeff. So Jeff, what is one of the rarest items that you have in this store right now?
Presently, it's this little piece of film here. And it may not look like anything, but when I tell you what it is, you go nuts. A gentleman walked in, had a box of old film, and my son looked through it, and he ended up purchasing it. And little to his knowledge, and surprised the heck out of us, we started looking through it. It's marked Star Wars, and when we unrolled the film,
No way. I can see it.
it's actually Josh's film. So he was the one that purchased it. So let's hand this to Josh.
All right.
And
Okay,
he can
so
give you a little.
this is what happened. The original script and the original story
Yeah.
were both written titled Return of the Jedi.
Okay.
It was the studio that was like, that's not edgy enough.
Okay.
We want it to be Revenge of the Jedi. Then they put out very few trailers, and then Lucas was like, look, I'm not going to let you bully me. It's in my contract that I have full creative control. A Jedi would not take revenge. I'm putting it back to return. This is, in fact, one of the last remaining examples of the original film. There's actually people online that have some of these on eBay, and they cut them up into 9 frames and sell them for $1,000 per 9 frames.
My daughter just said we need to buy it. We had no idea when we walked in. You guys are actually, come on over here, Jeff. You guys are actually shutting down for just a little bit. Is that right? Because you guys have a new store coming in.
We're opening what we're referring to as like the department store.
The Death Star.
It's kind of like the goofy name that we're giving it, but it's going to be a Star Wars superstore. So instead of just carrying the collectible stuff, we're also going to be carrying
Household
swords,
goods.
housewares, yeah.
Very cool.
I mean, like BB-8 waffle irons,
Right,
and
right.
Death Star spatulas and backpacks and hats.
Carbonite refrigerators. and-
No way. Are you
Yeah,
for real?
Absolutely.
Do you have those in RV refrigerators?
Yes.
Because I live in a motorhome full time.
We have the ones that are about this big. Actually. So we have a young lady that we hired. This is Emma, but Emma's going to be in charge of all the birthday parties and taking care of making sure that everyone's taken care of. It.
So how are you going to use the Force to blow out the birthday candles?
Nah, they gotta do that for themselves. I'll teach them how to use the Force.
Ooh, good answer.
Like it. That is so cool. Well, awesome. Well, hey, is there anything else we can do to support you guys, keep you guys going? I know you said you're opening a new store. When is that coming out?
So the grand opening for the new store is going to be September 1st, which is also our 7th anniversary, and it's also Force Friday. So all the new toys for Episode 8 will be coming out. So one thing I wanted to touch on real quick, some people are a little bit confused on a situation that happened back in January. For a little while, we had to change our name to Collector Saga, away from Order 66 Toys. We ended up getting the rights, the permission back to be able to use the original name. Like I said before, don't mess with the mouse.
Well, hey, the Empire is strong. I mean, you know,
The Empire is strong. If you're interested in coming out and seeing us, it's at the Villages of the Allen. The address is 190 East Stacy. It's going to be Suite 1334, and it's right behind the backside of Cowboy Chicken. So that's going to be in Allen, Texas, 75002, if you'd like to come out and see us.
Oh, we're going to do it. I can't wait. I'm actually going to be in the area doing a tour of shows that weekend, and so like
You got to come out.
Yeah, totally.
Without a doubt, come out and see us.
oh, absolutely.
It will be an insane weekend.
Oh, I bet.
You never know who's going to show up at an Order 66 party.
Yeah.
Everyone from Peter Mayhew, from Amy Allen. You know, there's always a celebrity hanging out someplace.
That's so cool. That's so cool.
So it's all fun.
Guys, Jeff, I want to thank you guys.
Of course.
Rue, thank you. Josh. Best thing to do is just come and check it out in person, guys. I'm telling you, I'm ready to be done with this so I can just live around, because this is some cool stuff. So guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to check out the details below, and we'll keep you in touch.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. More videos like this, guys. All right, we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.
Like, subscribe, share. KeithCoast.com.
Guys, make sure to like the video if you really like it, and also subscribe to our channel, because all of our subscribers get a free puppy. No? Okay. Well, I thought we were... Well, it's too late. I just shot the... Just subscribe.